classic peppermint mocha. So I'm starting off putting 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water in a pot. Turning the stove onto medium heat, you're going to stir the water and the sugar until the sugar dissolves and the mixture is brought to a boil. Then just reduce the heat to a low simmer and add 1/4 teaspoon of peppermint extract. And then you're going to allow this mixture to simmer for 20 minutes. While this is simmering, I'm going to start making my coffee. Now you can make your coffee however you want. I'm using my French press. However, you can always use instant coffee, your coffee maker, or whatever way you usually prepare your coffee. Another thing you can do while waiting for the syrup is steam the milk. You're going to need to heat up 1 1/2 cups of milk, and I'm just heating it up on the stove. While I'm waiting for the milk to heat up, I'm preparing a topping for the drink, so I just decided to put some candy canes in a Ziploc bag, and I'm smashing them with a mallet, which is incredibly fun, by the way. Just make sure that you don't get carried away because you want to be able to tell that they are chunks of candy cane or peppermint. One way to simplify this recipe is to use a mocha powder instead of preparing the coffee separately. However, I decided to use the traditional cocoa powder this time around. And for this recipe, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of powdered cocoa, which I am just putting in the mug while waiting for everything else to be done. Then I'm adding in 1/2 cup of coffee, and after that I'm just going to add in the steamed milk as well. And I'm using this ladle, which I think looks super cute, but you definitely can just pour the milk in there another way too. After that, I'm stirring the drink together to make sure that there are no clumps of cocoa in the mixture, and by this time the peppermint syrup should be ready to go. Just make sure to not take it off of the heat because it can harden and then it is unusable, which is never good. Then just add in 1 1/2 teaspoons of the syrup, or if you want to simplify this recipe even more, just splash some peppermint extract directly into your drink. And next I'm just topping it off with some whipped cream and the crushed candy canes, and then it's all done. This drink is seriously delicious and perfect for those whose Starbucks obsession is getting out of hand, as it is so much cheaper and it tastes delicious too. I mean, look how much my mom loved it. Now onto the eggnog latte. First, you're going to pour in 1/2 cup of eggnog and 1/4 cup of milk into a pot, and then just heat them up either in the microwave or on the stove. After that, you're going to add in 1/4 cup of coffee and then just stir the mixture all together until it's the temperature that you desire. And once it's all nice and hot, I am using a ladle to put it into a festive mug. After that, I'm going to sprinkle a dash of ground nutmeg into the drink to give it an extra bit of holiday spice. After stirring it all up, I'm just going to top it with some whipped cream and some more nutmeg garnished on top. This recipe is so incredibly easy and just so delicious. I actually hate the Starbucks eggnog latte, but this one is amazing. It probably was my favorite out of all the ones in this video, so I definitely recommend it. Lastly, the gingerbread latte. A true holiday classic. So first you're gonna steam up 1 cup of milk, and while that's heating up, prepare 1/2 cup of coffee to add into your mug. Once the milk is hot enough, pour that into your mug as well. And then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of sugar, a dash of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a dash of cinnamon into the mixture. And just stir it all up. And of course, I'm topping it off with some whipped cream, but if you want to add another touch to make it look even cuter, just use some ginger snaps or ginger cookies in a Ziploc bag and smash those with a mallet. Then you can sprinkle the cookie crumbs on top and it adds an adorable festive touch. This drink is also, surprise surprise, fan-freaking-tastic. It's the perfect combination of sweet with a little bit of that lovely gingery spice, and even Luna wants in on this action. It's just so delicious. And those are all of the recipes I'm sharing with you today. They are all super inexpensive, easy, and very delicious. If I can make them, trust me guys, you definitely can. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and of course, subscribe.